I feel it.
Good Saturday evening to you, or should I say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you are around the world. It's that time again. It's time for semi-pro football action right here from the scenic Soufre Mini Stadium. Well, not so much the stadium that's scenic, but Soufre in itself. And we have another mouth-watering clash for you. Vieux South take on Central Castries. That's number 3 versus number 4 in the Premier League table. Elijah Williams in your company alongside the critic, Tennyson Glasgow.
Whenever you have 3 versus 4, it has to be mouth-watering and intriguing. It's the North versus the South, or probably you could say Central. Yeah, Central Castries, that's what it is. But there's a rivalry that is before me, before Eli, before all of us, as a matter of fact. You know, of course, back in the days when you hear Central Castries versus Vieux, that is a massive matchup, and the table doesn't lie. So stick and stay with us, because Eli has team news.
All right, for Central Castries in goal, Alton Lionel, he retains his position. A back 3 for Central Castries, Tad Modest, Emery Edward, the captain, Shem Urme. Giovanni Saltibus is the left-sided midfielder. Anthony Christopher, Rivaldo Shalmine, and Pernal Williams. And as early as that, not even through the team news as yet, and Vieux South strikes. Didn't even get an opportunity to see who exactly it was.
Obafemi
Poyot on the scorecard for Vieux South. It's 1-0, literally like what, 15 seconds into the contest, critic?
I think we can dub this one as the fastest goal, not only from last season, from this season as well. The fastest goal might just be the fastest goal in the history of the Premiership. But what happened, Eli, is that the guys broke down the right side, ball fed to Elva. Elva was on his bike from day 1, or from second 1 actually, and just bypassed everybody, put in a very timely cross, and all Obafemi had to do was just get his foot onto it, and the ball was slotted home.
Central Castries early on the back foot, and hopefully this time around I can get through the balance of the team news. I mentioned Giovanni Saltibus in left midfield. We see a midfield trio of Anthony Christopher, Rivaldo Shalman, and Pernal Williams returning to the fold. On the left flank, it's Kovanal Sindor, Zachary Larish, and Messiah Pinel are the twins.
That's clearly their plan. Give that ball to Vieux South. Ball comes in. Goalkeeper still having to deal with it. Still not able to deal with it. Finally, a grasp of it. But sometimes you say in football, early goal, and of course, Vieux South would be happy about it. And sometimes, and then now you have a situation where you score too early, and you can still come back into the game.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Central Castries are going to be out of this one by any stretch of the imagination. Just mentioned Pernal Williams back in the fold, one of the linchpin for the time being in the center of midfield. And we just got a further correction. It's Shem Urme who scored the own goal. All right, so a couple of corrections early on, but it still doesn't change the scoreline of 1-0 as Elva back on it again from his right flank, fouled there by Tad Modest. And another free kick in a dangerous position for Vieux South.
Yeah, that seems to be their go-to tonight. Feed this Elva guy, because he's so tricky. He has a good engine about himself. He can put in some good crosses as well. But he's fouled in a similar area where that cross came from earlier on.
Yeah, you would think that Gio could probably match him with pace, but with the formation that they play in, he might be a little bit further upfield, because he's listed as a left-sided midfielder, and that's going to leave space in behind, and Tad Modest will have to deal with that.
Yeah, most definitely. They have to adjust their defensive procedure tonight, because Vieux South is getting a lot of joy down the right side. It's going to be an in-swinger, right height. Nobody was able to get onto it.
That are brimming with confidence at the moment, and they're going to look to inflict some damage on Central Castries. Trent Alexander, those long strides carrying his team forward into touch there.
Yeah, they really seem in the mood tonight. That's Vieux South. Everybody has a little buzz about themselves. As a matter of fact, just before the game, I was just taking a little walk, just walking around, checking out the warm-ups and what have you. And while Central Castries was busy with the warm-ups, you could have seen a lot of instructions being given to Vieux South, little huddle, ensuring that they can remember every part of what Jamil is saying to them. So there's a buzz about Vieux South tonight.
Well, Central Castries will be worried that Vieux South have been able to get into the penalty area on so many occasions, so early into the contest. As Alton Lionel gathers again for Central.
So throwing now to Central Castries. Vieux South basically fighting for every ball. Clearly is that from the onset, let's take the game to them.
Yeah, Larish losing out there. That foul was called by one of the spectators. He could head a Freeman before the whistle blew. I think he was just simply trying to see if there was any advantage in there.